Hi, this is Allegra Houston, and thank you for joining me for the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week. My creative collaborator, James Nave, is in Asheville, North Carolina at StoryFest and doing a workshop right now, so I am recording this video on my own. We have a Zoom call every Saturday at noon Eastern Time, and also one on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, during which anyone who wants can Zoom in, and maybe one day that will be you. And people Zoom in from all over the world. We had a new person today join us from, as she said, somewhere in Eastern Europe. So people Zoom in from all over the world. It's free. And we write to a prompt together. And we do it using our Imaginative Storm method. So we share the prompt. Everybody writes a word list. We create a community list, and then we all write for 10 minutes, and then we read what we wrote to an appreciative audience of 5 or 6 people, broken out into breakout rooms. So what we will do here is exactly the same. I will put the image up on the screen for 2 minutes and ask you to generate a list of words. Whatever words pop into your head as you look at this image, just write them down in a list. Some of those words might be 2 or 3 word phrases, so that's fine. Keep the phrase together. If you want to put, nail salon or something, that's fine. So create your list over the next 2 minutes, completely random. The words don't have to have anything to do with the image, don't have to have anything to do with one another. And here's the image now. After everyone has generated their own personal list, we go around the Zoom room and ask everyone to contribute one item to a community list, which functions as a kind of collective imagination. So I will read out to you today's community list, today's collective imagination. You might choose to write the words down as I read them. Something happens, they kind of lodge in your mind in a different sort of way when you do that. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. I'll put the list up on the screen again during the 10-minute writing time. So here it is. A straight infinity circle. Nothing is straight. Right side down. Mint and cream soup. Nonlinear. It's abstract. Between the lines. The uncertainty. Art opening. 3 tones. Split pea soup. Choose your side. Beyond density. Horizon. delirium, beach and sand, field, new men, no relief, problems gone, desert horizon, fill in the blanks, the meeting. So now we get to the writing time, and you have two lists of words to work with, plus the memory of an image. And you can use as many or as few of those words as you like as you write. There are really no rules here. Just write fast or slow, long or short, whatever you like. You might decide to use lots of those words and put them all together in interesting combinations. Or maybe one word or phrase will spark your imagination and you'll depart from the list completely. Maybe you'll look back here and there. If you find yourself slowing down and want a bit of inspiration, you can look back and grab another word from the list, or maybe you'll just keep going. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do this. Just let your imagination take the lead. Ask your rational mind to follow along and not try and take control. And I'll see you back in 10 minutes. So now something exists in the world that didn't exist before. And you might think, well, so what? It's just something I wrote in 10 minutes on a piece of paper. But it is something new that you have created. And you can let that new thing have an impact on the world right now simply by reading it out loud. Your words will make impacts on the sound waves in the room that you're in. Maybe they'll make an impact on a person in the room that you're in if they're willing to listen to you, which I'm sure they would be. And if that's not the case, if you're the only person in the room, it's not an empty room, you're in it. So those words will make an impact on you. When you read the words that you wrote aloud and you hear them and you feel yourself speaking them, that does have an impact on you. It trains you towards looking for what you like in your writing rather than what you don't like. It makes you feel confident and comfortable in your voice. It silences your internal critic, teaches it to come out when you want it to come out and not when you don't want it to come out. And it shows you also that writer's block is a myth, as one of our participants said a few years ago after Imaginative Storm, writer's block is a myth. You will always be able to find something to write about. So put me on pause now and read what you wrote aloud. And before I go any further, I will now credit the image. It's a painting by Agnes Martin called With My Back to the World. Agnes Martin is very highly regarded. Her paintings sell for multi-million dollars. They're in all the great museums in New York and elsewhere. And she lived here in Taos at the end of her life. And there is a little room in our local museum dedicated to her paintings. So there is one further thing that I would like to tell you can do if you would like to share what you wrote. We have a platform that you can do that on. It's called The Circle, where many of our writers share what they wrote to the prompts and can come read and comment on what they like about other people's writing. And also, when you go to The Circle, you will find over 4 years now, over 200 images and sound prompts that you might like to work with the community list for all of them. So here's how you get to The Circle. Go to imaginativestorm.com, scroll across the top navigation, and you will see community. A drop-down menu pops up or drops down, and you'll see Imaginative Storm on Circle. Click on that, and that will take you to the community page, this particular part of it. Click on the image, and that will take you to the Circle site. If it's your first time, it will ask you to make a login name and password, but it's free. And once you've done that, you can explore the other parts of it in this left-hand navigation column, or you can just go straight to Prompt of the Week. And there you will find an archive of all the prompts we've done every week for more than 3.5 years now. And the most recent one is at the top. When you click on one, you'll see what it is. You'll see a link to the YouTube recording. You'll see the image, and you'll see the word list. And then you'll see, as you scroll down, you'll see what other people have written. Sometimes people upload an audio of them reading it. And other people can comment on what they liked about what people have posted. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see a box that says, what are your thoughts? And that is the place to type in what you wrote to the prompt. We hope you will post what you wrote, and we hope you will join us in person on Zoom one of these Saturdays or Thursdays. It's free. You don't have to pre-register. Just get the Zoom link from imaginativestorm.com and turn up on time with pen and paper, and that's all you got to do. So thank you for joining me today. You might also like to check out our other workshops and books for writers and audio and video courses. You'll see all that at imaginativestorm.com. And hope to see you again. Thank you for joining me.